I'm going to ask you to do one of the scariest things in the world right now. So pause this video and type your name into Google. Seriously. I know you just started watching, but I want you to find out what other people see when they type your name into Google. I know it can be scary, but other people are already doing it if they're considering you as their online tutor. So you want to know what is out there about yourself. So what did you learn? Were there a ton of pictures of you? Did your LinkedIn profile come up? Are there articles that you've written or videos that you've created? Are you featured on other people's blogs, websites, or podcasts? For most people, there may be only a couple things or nothing. And this is mistake number 20, thinking that you have a strong online presence, but not really understanding what a strong online presence means. Now, in this video, we are going to take a look at the importance of an online presence for your tutoring business, how to build one, and how do you know if yours is working. Hi, my name is Joanne Kaminski, and I started building my footprint online in 2010. And I'm going to pause the video again, and I'm going to have you type in Joanne Kaminski. Now, I don't have people do this so that I can brag about myself, but to show you how building an online presence can give you more credibility and make people feel more confident in hiring you to tutor their child. Now, I have two parts of my business. I tutor students in reading, and I help tutors like yourself get found, hired, and referred. So you're going to find both types of content out there about me. Before, I just had to do the easy kind of search. So see, Google is going to give you results based off of who you are, where you live, and what you typically search for. So the results do not look like that for everyone else. But if you do a search without those things coming up, all you need to do is go to Incognito. So I'm going to show you the Incognito search right now. So the first thing you want to do is you want to click on these three little dots here, and you're going to go to New Incognito Window. And then you're going to type on in your name. I'm going to type in my name because this is what it's going to look like to everybody else, and you'll get to know what information is out there. Now you can see here my YouTube channel is coming up first. It says, do I want it to know my location? I want to block that right now. I don't want it to know my location because I want you guys to really see what it looks like if anybody from anywhere in the world is Googling you. So here you can see that my YouTube channel comes on up, my book that I've written comes on up, my website, my about page. You can see all of my videos. You see my business over here on the right-hand side. You can see, this says a Joanne Kaminski profile, so this is going to show other Joanne Kaminskis as well. This is though my Twitter, so that'll show me. This is me. Here I was on a podcast, so it shows what children need to fall in love with reading. And then this is a white pages, so this is actually not really going to be helpful, but other people might be taking a look at that information. I don't have any arrests, but they could search that out if they wanted to. I've got my blog. This is page 2 now. So the entire page 1 was me. Let's take a look. Now, page 2, let's see if it's still me. I don't know. These are all images, actually, of me. There's not one here that's a different Joanne Kaminski. We've got the Becoming Online Tutor. This is being verified. This is some kind of research thing. This is I actually am on Vimeo, but I don't really do a lot on my Vimeo page. This is an obituary. Apparently this Joanne Kaminski has passed away. That's not me. And then this is my Pinterest. This is some information about my Pinterest page. Cool. Not sure about some of these other ones. Those are ads, so those don't count because I am not doing any paid advertising. So you can see that there is a lot of information here about me, right? Goodreads, all this stuff is the stuff that's coming on up in the first couple of pages. So if people want to be able to learn more information about me, they then would be able to do that. So these results are going to be more accurate, and you're going to learn what other people see when they type your name in. Now, do you remember how I said that Google remembers where you live? So most people will do the search and those local results come up typically before other results. This is because Google knows that people trust local people more than random people from all over the world. So according to Google, 97% of consumers use the web to search for local businesses. So when I decided to become an online tutor, I thought that I would work with actually a ton of people that are really far away from me. I had no idea how many people would find me locally through online. But they also want to work with me online, which is cool. And I had no idea that this was really going to happen, because honestly, people don't want to have to, drive out to someone's house or to a library to do the tutoring. They would much rather just have their child get on the computer and get started, which is fantastic. So why should we build an online presence? Well, many tutors do not want to work with a middleman, right? Or another tutoring company. Why? Well, they're going to get paid significantly less. In fact, tutors that go solo and create their own business make 3 to 4 times more money than those that work for a tutoring company. The only difference between most of us and the big online tutoring companies is that they know how to create an online presence. And most of them have actually paid for it, and they don't go about using some of these powerful ways that we can go about it today because of the power of the internet. So yesterday, I actually got an email from a recruiter from Tutor Doctor that was looking for tutors in my area. And while I have no interest in working with a company, I was just curious to learn more about, what they pay and how much they charge families. And I learned that I could make $18 to $20 an hour, and I need to follow their curriculum. And as I did research online, I found out that they charge the family at least $50 an hour, but they usually don't actually charge the parent $50. They sell them on packages, and these packages can start at like $3,000. Crazy, right? I personally am charging $75 an hour right now, and I have friends that are charging even $85 to $150 an hour. So when I tell people that they could be making 3 to 4 times more money than working with a company, I'm on the low side with those numbers. Now, do you think it would be worth it to build an online presence if you could make this kind of money? I mean, most of us right now are saying, heck yeah, right? Now, another reason to build an online presence is because right now you have 100% control over what people have the opportunity to learn about you. Isn't that awesome? I mean, since most people don't have a lot of information out there about themselves, people feel wary. But even if you are the one who's putting out all of the information out there, they still feel more confident in hiring you. It's normal for people to want to research. In fact, many people will just take out their phone and they'll just start typing in information about you. And when they see all this great content that you've created and all of the places that you're visible online, they can make a clear decision if you are going to be a right fit to work with or not. And guess what? Most people have already decided to move forward with you once they find you. So this means that you don't have to have a long sales conversation or have tough talks about money. The person on the other side has already decided to move forward with you and hire you for your services, even if you charge more money than other tutors. Now, another reason to build an online presence is because using tutor sites like Thumbtack can be cumbersome. I mean, while you can get clients through these tools, and they are great for when you have like 1 or 2 openings available, it is stressful. I mean, you have to know how to use the system, and you need to respond as soon as someone posts a request or they go with someone else. So having an online presence works for you 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, and people are more patient with hearing back from you. So I typically respond within 24 hours, and that's pretty much the expectation. People don't usually expect to hear back from you immediately, and if they do, they are just pleasantly surprised. Now, I know that some people are thinking, but Joanne, it is going to take a lot of time to build an online presence like you're talking about. It does take time. And so I usually let people know about tactics that they can try immediately to get clients, all while building their online presence. It's all about balance. If you're consistently putting time in each week to building your online presence, people will begin to see you as an expert and turn to you for tutoring. You don't have to look at this as something that you have to do overnight. A little bit of effort each week is going to help you build your presence. So if you're serious about having a book solid business, this will be the biggest gift that you can give yourself. So each week, keep adding to it. And eventually, you're going to have so many people finding you online that you rarely need to put content out for people to find you. And I gotta tell you, that's really awesome. So if you've liked the content in this video so far, please hit like, subscribe, and that little bell so that you can get notified when I release new videos just like this. So how do you build an online presence? Well, most tutors do the first three. So we're going to call this the upper tier. The ones on the bottom take more skill, but when done right, will get you found on Google and set you apart as an expert. And most tutors are active on some sort of social media. I mean, just having a profile is not the same, though, as being active. So you want to make sure that you are posting information and you're also engaging with people on social media. It is not just a place to push and direct your content, but it's a way to connect with real people in a meaningful way. So make sure to like other people's stuff, share it, and interact in a meaningful way. This is going to ensure that you get heard. Now, lots of tutors, they're going to create a website. And think about this as like your online business card. People learn more about you on your website, and they use it to determine if you're going to be a good fit or not. Now, some tutors even optimize their website so that it can get found. Make sure you go to Google My Business. Now, I've actually created a video called How to Drive Traffic to Your Website for Free, and I share in-depth details on how people can find you. All you need to do is click on the link in the description or at the end of this video. I'm going to put a copy of it for you to click on when you're done watching this one. So very few online tutors provide consistent, valuable content, and this is where they get stuck. And honestly, it is one of the crucial elements of getting found. So choose what type of content you feel the most confident creating. If you love to write, then try blogging. If you like to talk, but you're camera shy, try podcasting. If you feel confident in front of a camera, try videos. Only a few tutors are utilizing the gift of an email list. And this is where you give freebies to your ideal clients and they download them. And this way you can continue to connect with people that are interested in seeing the things that you have to offer and give people the opportunity to learn more about you. Now, a small minority of tutors are getting in front of audiences bigger than theirs through other podcasts, blogs, and YouTube channels. But think of it. You could be a guest on other people's blogs that are already talking to your ideal students and parents. This is an amazing free way to capitalize on the power of the internet. It does involve getting to know some of these influencers and building relationships with them. But most tutors are just looking for a quick way to get new students. But what if you took the time to do this and the content you created with these other people got found for 10 years without you having to do one thing? That's the power of getting in front of some of these influencers online. Find out who these people are, follow them on social media, take part in their groups, and see the power of the internet work in your favor. The most important thing to remember when you connect with these people is to be of service. Never go into a relationship like this asking them to do something for you. You will get shut down and think, oh, this does not work. So what area are you strongest at with building your online presence? What areas do you feel are like next steps for growing it even bigger? Comment below. So how do you know if your online presence is working? Well, first, people are finding you and hiring you. That's the best piece of data, right? Oftentimes this comes in the form of people messaging you on Facebook or directly in your inbox. Now, sometimes people find you and they want to collaborate with you on something. And even though they are not a client, you're getting found. And the first time this happens, it's really exciting. Now, another way that you can gauge if your online presence is working is to check your numbers. Are your followers growing? Are your social media numbers going up? This doesn't happen by accident. This only happens with you putting in the time and the work. Now, you can also download a Chrome extension for Google Chrome called Keywords Everywhere. Now, when I first got started, I had 0 people searching my name. But today, when I do a search for my name, there are 70 people a month looking me up. If you happen to have a famous person with the same name as you, you may find that you have a higher starting number than I did. But since I had 0 people searching for me, I know that the work that I'm doing is directly related to more people searching for me. Now, your website's also going to give you data on how many people are viewing your information. And so will Google My Business and Google Analytics if you have set that up with your website. Track the data from month to month and see if the numbers are going up. Don't be upset if one month is a little bit lower than another. It could be the time of year. The best way to really watch data is to collect data for an entire year so that you know when the high and the low points for tutoring in the area that you tutor are. Then you can compare your numbers from month to month of the previous year. Now, I know that some of you are thinking that if you look at all of the data, you'll have no idea what it means. Yeah, I started out in the exact same area as you did. And I made the huge mistake of just not tracking it because of that. But that didn't help me gauge my success. You can be successful without gauging it, but you're going to make better decisions if you have a way to track the important pieces to you. So decide which information is most important and start there. Now, since I'm growing my YouTube following right now, I use how many watch time hours I have, subscribers and comments. My goal is to get 10,000 watch time hours by 2019. Having goals is also important. So think about a certain goal that you want to reach and then give it everything you've got. Now, after taking a look at how to build an online presence, do you think that you could improve in any of these areas? I mean, we always can. I know that I'm constantly working on my online presence in meaningful ways so that others can find me. And this is why I have created 3 secrets to getting online tutoring students webinar. I want to personally help you get found, hired, and referred. So if you haven't joined me for this webinar yet, sign up today using the link in the description. Now, oftentimes people are so concerned about creating their online presence that they stop paying attention to their spelling and their grammar. And this is mistake number 21. So join me in the next video to learn about my favorite tools for helping me look professional online, even though I have like a ton of spelling errors when I type. My name is Joanne Kaminski, the online tutor business coach, helping you get found, hired, and referred. Here's till next time. Bye, everyone.